Guys, the biggest fundamental change I've seen, been a real estate agent for 31 years, and this is probably the most prolific change I've seen on what's happening in areas around you. We're going to teach you within 3 minutes to have a look if you're in the zoning where there's going to be change happening next door, around, or you could be on the money sitting on it. Stay tuned.
Definitely. This is hot.
This is hot. Zoning in all over New South Wales, all over Sydney. There's been some massive changes as governments have implemented. From the 28th of this month, you can actually put in a DA against these changes we're talking in.
This is very quick.
Today.
4 days. 4 days from today, or 3 business days.
Yeah. Mr. Minns was coming in saying he's going to make big changes, and it's happened.
Yes, said that.
What do you reckon, Bids?
I think it's a biggest game changer, like you mentioned. Like everyone's gonna make a lot of money. I think that's what
huge.
I see. Yeah, it's big.
Well, I had this, and look. Also, at the same time, people don't like change. So, as agents, we see it, and you think, maybe a bit money hungry. Wow, zoning. But I've had a couple of calls today where people said, should we be worried about what's going on up the road next door in our area? Is it going to be like creating a ghetto in my area? I'm like, look, let's look at this laterally, what's happened previously. So let's step straight into it because there's a bit of work to do. We want to show you how to have a look what can be developed in your area at the moment. So first of all, if you are within 800 metres of a shopping centre with transport, you are most likely in the zone. All right, so if you're watching, the first step we want you to do is write down this number, 0460 111 111. Do you want to write in?
Yeah.
Right here, 0460 111 111. Okay, now if you SMS this number, the word rezone, we're going to send you the 3 steps, the 3 links of what you need to do to qualify a property, and it only takes 3 minutes. Rezone. Like you didn't press enter.
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, rezone. Sorry, not rezine. Rezone. Okay, now if you've done that, what you're going to get, so I'm asking you guys to SMS to 0460 111 111, SMS the word rezone, and we're going to send you 3 links. They're state government links. The first one, if we can open that, Bids, open that one up. I don't know if we're going to disappear. So this is how you can learn about what zoning can be done on your property or in the surrounding area. Now, this applies to units and houses because you may be living in a unit block where it's been there's some more density that can go there. So potentially you could be in a block of 4 and you could get 12 units where you are. You could go 6 stories where you are. We're going to show you what to do. Okay, so the first thing, guys, you probably can see this here. The first link, it talks about the whole topic today, low and mid-rise housing policy. So this has been introduced because there's a heavy necessity in New South Wales. We were shrouded in compliance. We're NIMBY councils, people were saying. So Bids, take over. Tell us what you know. First step, I think, is to know what the change is actually.
Yep. I think that's my first thing. Something's happening next to me. I want to know what it is.
Yep.
Because I'm concerned, does it affect me? What can I benefit from them? Is then disadvantage. So I think it's pretty much me finding out what actually is changing. What does that actually mean? So I think low to mid-rise housing, I think we've seen a bit of change towards the western area as well as Upper North Shore in the west.
Right
area. Epping, like I personally live there, so I see this every day.
Yep.
And every time I drive to work, I wish this was in Northern Beaches. It would be next level.
duplexes,
and they look stunning.
townhouses, quality.
Amazing.
They're getting big prices for them.
Exactly. Like, I think, why are people paying so much money?
Yeah.
They were nowhere close to water.
No.
It's nothing. And I come here and sell for the same price, ocean views. What is the change? What are they getting? So I think that's pretty much the whole thing. Low to mid-rate housing, what does it actually bring? So basically, we're finding out at your current home, can you build a duplex or a townhouse?
Yep.
Or even a 4-story or a 6-story apartment.
And if you just tuned in, the answer is most people within 800 metres, there's an eligibility for townhouses, duplexes, units, depending on whether they're R1, R2, R3. We're going to step you through this in a sec. So this is the map.
Yeah.
This is the magic map.
The treasure hunting map.
Treasure hunting map.
But we're going to click on it.
Let's go.
Okay, we're going to say, okay.
Okay.
We're going to go to DY.
Sure.
DY. Okay, DY is right here, shining bright. There we go.
Okay. Now, I declined in Manly that got confused with this.
Yep.
Manly looks similar. They thought they had to be in the grey area. How wrong they were.
Big time.
They had to be in the orange area.
Yep.
Tell us more, Bids.
Yeah, that is, I think this is big time for people who have been staying here for a while. Anything freestanding, you are in for a big luck. I think that's been the best thing.
It's a whopper. And Brookvale.
And Brookvale.
And Balgala. And Manly.
Every suburb.
And Monavale. There's some whopping suburbs that are getting some huge uplift on zoning. On density changes, I should say, not zoning. Yeah.
And I think people are always worried every time they see a high-rise building, oh, so many apartments, so many things are happening. But if to look at the stat, like in DY alone, like we talk this a lot, 10 years ago, there were probably 8,000 apartments in DY, you would say?
Ish.
Now they're barely 9,000.
Ish.
Yep. So 10 years, imagine all the population growth, the immigration, people moving to beaches.
Yep.
And in 10 years, only barely 1,000 apartments being built.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
It's
phenomenal. So in that orange area, people are going to be asking themselves, I am in this orange area. Don't forget, there's lots of these orange areas. French's Forest is a lot of orange as well.
Yeah.
You can search on this map. This is step 1.
Yeah.
Let's go to step 2.
Step 2, definitely. So we will go back to that link we sent you.
Is the SMS. Yeah.
Step 2, we go.
Bang it.
Bam.
So it says, what can you, what's that?
There we go.
What can you do in your area? So guys, if you didn't realize, your areas where you generally are going to be an R2 zoning or an R3 zoning or an R4 zoning. And then along that top row, you can do dual occupancies, you can do multi-housing dwelling, and all this different stuff. Now, we're not town planners. We're not trying to be. We're not council. We're not trying to be. We're local real estate agents that just had some legislation come through, and we're going, what does this mean to our customers? So we're working this out as much as you're trying to work this out. But here is the source. This is the New South Wales source. Minimum lot size bids 450.
450 square meters. That's, I think previously it was 650.
Per block.
Per block.
This works out to 225 per block.
225.
Yep.
And kid you not, I've seen a 5-bedroom house with 2 garages in a 220 square meter block.
Yep.
And it's like a perfect floor plan. Nothing is squashed. It's like the perfect functional floor plan.
Yep.
So 450 square meter block, a duplex, A and B.
Okay.
Let's say 3 mil each.
This is for most.
Yeah.
This is for most. This isn't even within those areas of the orange areas. Those orange areas are the exciting ones. Now that's if we click over to multi-housing or dual occupancy. Yeah.
Yep.
Multi-housing terraces.
Yep.
What do you need for that? Bang.
500 square meters. Yep.
500, and you can do townhouses.
Yep.
0.5. There's your FSRs. Blah blah blah. What do you need for a unit block, Bids?
A unit block.
Only a 500 block.
500.
This is good.
That's
is good.
Every other house in.
Okay, permitted in R2. Permit in R2, R3 zones, already permitted in R1 and R4. So now this is the distance that I was talking about. They want you to be close. They want you, if you're R3 and you're 0 to 400 from a town centre, you are on a winner. 22 metres high, that's 6 stories.
That's big. It's going to be game changer. I think the next few years, we're gonna see a lot of change everywhere, and it's a good change.
Yeah.
And I think with good change comes big development. We will see lots of uplift happening.
Massive. Do you have any questions?
I do, actually.
Up there, anyone's on the stream?
Let's see. Who? So this guy's have a group.
No questions.
No question. Nope, nothing.
A live show, guys. You can ask any time.
Yeah. Put down in the comments.
Cool.
We'll go back here.
Yeah.
So step 3.
Let's do step 3.
It's good so far. I'm excited. What's happening?
So I guess here is if you want to know if you're an R2, an R3,
yes,
what you are, where you are. Now, guys, even if you're a unit block, you can still do further density if you're an R3 zoning. So don't think I didn't get R3. It's a few units. You want to do more units. There's lots of stuff. Okay, what'd you do there?
So for people now, we know what the rules have changed and what can you do from it.
Yep.
Now I want to know if I own a property and now I know it's within that 800 meters.
Yep.
What zoning does it fall under? R2, R3?
Okay.
Will a developer approach me in future?
Yes.
Saying they want to build a unit block, or can I build a duplex?
There you are.
So pretty much this is like a straightforward answer. And again, it's from New South Wales.
Yeah.
It's not some random website. It's the government.
Yep.
So it's very straightforward.
It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. This New South Wales.
I think today it's been. Thank God it's been working. We've been working at it all day.
Hurricane's gone nuts the last couple of days.
Yes, but I think they prepared it well. Yep. It has been smooth. Like every property you enter, so that's it. Address, you put it there. Every single detail of a property will come.
It's a big job.
Yeah,
that's a big job. They haven't missed a property, guys and girls. So if you look at this map here, for instance, this is DY. Yeah. There's a for anyone who is getting excited and they are in a commercial or industrial area, they have excluded it.
Yeah.
So you're not part of the party. But if you have a look at this map here, for instance, DY, R3, there's some fringe areas there that are houses at the moment. Party time.
Yeah. So what are here? There's R1. Oh, look, there are R3 here.
Yep. Just on the fringe of DY there. Pretty exciting.
Yes.
Pretty exciting of what you can do in those areas, guys.
And it's pretty much all the way throughout. Like even if we go Brookie,
yep.
And the touch there, and keep going. This is Curl.
But bear in mind, you still need to be 800 meters to a major.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Manly's got that. So can we show Manly for a sec?
Yeah, of course.
I had a client that was in Manly,
there we go.
Heartbroken. They're in Manly, heartbroken, and they were like, you know what? We missed it. We bloody missed it. Where's Manly Beach?
Manly Beach. There it is, Manly Beach.
Okay, there they are. So they were Victoria Parade, Ashburn, and they're like, we missed it. So what do you miss? They said, we're in the we're the E1 zone. Can we go back to the other one that we were just on before? Not the one before. LMR viewer, is that one? Yeah. So if you go Manly, these are the 3 steps we're teaching you on how to find if they're brand new changes that have just come through in government for low to medium housing are for you. So I had a client here, they're in Ashburn or in Victoria. They were heartbroken that they didn't make the cut.
Because they thought they wanted to be in the grey bluish area.
Yeah. Can you zoom back a bit more? Yeah, so they looked at that and they were like, what a bummer, we bloody missed. And I'm like, no, hang on a second, you need to be in the orange. And they were like, really? I said, yeah, that commercial precinct didn't get any uplift. Yeah. So it's just come through this week where people are going to be getting some amazing uplifts. Now, I'm being so positive about it. What are the negatives?
Like the first thing I could think is the transport.
Yeah.
I think because that's the main question, like, in the development side, I'm in Princess Forest every day.
Yep.
Rodwell Road.
Yep.
It's full of commercial, that whole road.
Yep.
And that's a dead-end road. You can't go anywhere.
Yep.
And once I had an appointment at 5:30, I was getting out. The line was from the roundabout all the way to the Virgin Exit.
Couldn't get out.
No, couldn't get out.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. And people buying had the biggest concern. Like, what are they going to do?
Yep.
So that was first thing popping. Okay, things are happening.
Traffic choking.
Yeah, pretty much. What are they going to do?
Yeah. Let's go back to StreamYard. So, guys, what's going to happen on the Northern Beaches? Big question. When I had a client ask me today about that, I said yes. I shared the same concerns when Meriton came to town and developed almost 400 units in DY.
Yep.
People were spewing.
Yep.
People were upset. They were angry. And DY, 5 years later, is so much better as a result.
I think Meriton took the whole DY up.
Yep. So I'm pretty bullish that this development, it's not going to be easy to deliver just because it gets the zoning, the low to medium uplift. It doesn't mean, hey presto, there's all your properties that have to be built. You have to locate a builder, you have to fund them, you have to put it through council. So it could be a good, 2 to 5 years before we start seeing some real relief in housing, in rentals, in prices and stuff like that. But is your property value going to go down bids?
No, I don't think so. I think it's only going to go up. I love your saying how you say it was good the last 100 years.
Yep.
It's going to be amazing the next 100 years.
Just keeps going up.
Yep.
Well, if you have a look at DY bids, in the 70s, we were building entire streets of units, talking 1,000 units in one street, and the next street had 1,000, and the next street had 1,000, the next street, and they all still went up over time. Everyone did very, very well from it. So I'm pretty optimistic about these density changes that we're seeing in the Northern Beaches are going to be good. Can we just do those quick before we go? Can we do those 3 steps again?
Yep.
First of all, guys.
Did I share the screen?
Yep. First of all, if you want the 3 links, SMS 0460 111 111 0460 111 111. SMS the word rezone. It's going to give you 3 steps in your SMS. It'll write back to you straight away. The steps are, where's it? Can you show us our SMS portal?
Oh, you want to show the SMS portal? Sorry.
Yep.
Bear with us, guys. We'll be right there. Share.
Sorry to do this to you, Bids.
No, that's okay. Takes a bit of a while. But
okay.
That's
so you're going to get an SMS that looks like that. Okay. It's going to have three links. They're all New South Wales planning portal links. They're safe links because they're from the government. First step is?
We find out what the change is. Low to mid-highs housing policy. There's actually a video here that is very, very well information.
Okay.
Like people wanting visual information.
Yep.
That's the first step.
Second step?
Second step, go back to the link. Now, okay, what can we do to R2 and R3 zoning?
Yep.
We can link.
Yep.
And we scroll down. So for every different dual occupancies, like these are basically the requirement.
And then what you don't realize, but when you actually hit those buttons, it changes what's underneath.
Exactly. So if you look at your requirements, your lot sizes, it's 500 here. If you go there, that's 600.
That's cool.
Dual occupancy is 450.
Okay, 3 easy steps.
Yeah,
what's the third step?
Third is the most exciting bit. I want to know what my property is. So I'll go there.
R3, R2.
Exactly.
What is the zoning of your property?
So we'll go there, put my address 123 Sydney Street, DY, and we figure it out.
Now, what do you have to say? They're not actually changing the zoning of these places. They are allowing things to be done within those zonings.
Yes.
So it's not a zoning change. They're allowing low to medium housing to be built in those zones.
That's very clever. So, but the thing is, I don't think people should be worried it's going to be happen all at once. It's a gradual, step-by-step thing, and everyone will take a bit of step.
And you've got to be 800 metres to a full-service supermarket within that. So it's not everybody. It's the people that are close to transport, close to shops.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just stop sharing. Let's see if we have any questions.
Questions from anyone. Guys, before we go, if you have any questions, throw them at us. Here we go. Keith has a question. Okay, Keith, that number is 0460 111 111. If you SMS the word rezone to that number, we're going to send you those 3 links, and then you can just eat your heart out. Have a look at your parents' place, your friend's place, and all around.
Actually, SMS rezone 2.
I'm going to do it as well. And then Tracy Black says, "G'day." Flavia Spiderio says, roads and traffic will need to be improved. Yeah, they will be. They definitely will be.
Yeah, I think they will be for sure.
On that.
So,
we're good. That's a show, guys. Hopefully we helped everyone out today. It is the biggest fundamental change I have seen in real estate over 30 years with planning controls in the Northern Beaches, and also furthermore for all of New South Wales. I don't know whether to congratulate Mr. Minns or thank him, or I don't know whether to curse him. But I think it's progress. And you got to, don't stand. At the same time, I look back on progress of, things have been built in our area over the years, and it's pretty hard to find a bad one.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Good. And we're always here. I think that's pretty.
That's right. Just call us if you have any questions.
Definitely.
We're here for you.
24/7.
24/7. And
that's pretty much all.
That's it. That's the show, guys. So this is live. They are. Oh, Brendan's got a comment here. The ghetto.
The ghetto is going to.
This is the most honest man on social media. I think the ghetto is going to be salubrious. Yeah, it is. But I think you're not going to see what happened to DY. I think DY probably wasn't a good example of planning in the 60s and 70s. I mean, they just sort of went a bit, these little, the blocks weren't the most attractive. So it'll be interesting. And Keith says, thank you. Fantastic live feed. You're a legend. Thanks, Keith. All right, guys, hope you enjoy that data on that SMS. Have a look at it. We'll go out showing that bids. We'll leave that you on the comments there, bud.
Comment.
Yeah, go to comments, and then we're going to go hit that one.
That one?
Yep. So we'll leave that up for you guys. If you SMS that, you're going to get all those 3 links to see if the zonings, what's happened to the everything in your area, and that's a show. Have a great time.
Have a good night.
Thanks,
and
man.
We'll have some fun. Thank you for joining and all the info.
Did I talk too much?
No, I think we need to talk more. All right, over and out.
Legends.